Good afternoon. Today in this instructional video, I'm going to show you how to use a Toshiba DVR VCR recorder so you can copy over some of your old VHS tapes to DVD and preserve them for future use. And it's actually a very simple process. This video will be brief. I'm just going to touch on the highlights of it so you know how to do it. As you see here, you can see here to my right here is the Toshiba recorder. This is the VHS side of things, and here's the DVD tray. You'll be putting the VHS tapes in there and recording here. And I also have a monitor. This is not required for the taping, but I highly recommend it because you should really see what you're trying to record. So what I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to hook up your monitor, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, in this part here, what I want to show you is your input and output options. Since we're only going to be doing VHS tapes, it's not really necessary to go through all of the input options. There's a S-video input option. There's the RGB. Also, if you have another type of input that you want to use other than the VHS tape. But you can read through the manual if you want to do that. It's fairly straightforward. What I'm going to show you here is the output. And the output that you want to look at here is this, just the RCA jacks here. You've got the white, red, and yellow. And so all you need to do is you can use this rather inexpensive RCA cord, and you just follow the colors. So you put the yellow into the yellow slot, thusly, and then the red into the red, and then the white into the white. Just make sure that they're in there secure. And then the other end will go into your monitor. So I'll show you what that is next here. Let's just move it down here. I've got a rather inexpensive monitor here. You can see that. And there's jacks in the back, and there's jacks in the front. I'm going to use the front because it's easier. And you'll notice that here are the jacks in the front. There's only yellow and white, so the red wouldn't be used. The red is, I think, another audio. It's the other end of the audio. You don't really need perfect audio here. You just need to be able to hear and see and hear what it is that you're recording. So once again, you match up the yellow with the yellow and the white with the white, and then the red here you can just ignore. Some of the other monitors you have will be able to use this other, and you can just stick it in. Just follow the color schemes once again. So that's all there really is to just setting up the output. Okay, now once you've got your unit here, the Toshiba unit, the output going into your monitor, the first thing you want to do is just turn your monitor on. And in this case here, you just got the power, so I'm going to turn the power on. And then you select your input. In this case, it's already pre-selected for line 2. That line 2 is the front jacks. But if you needed to change it, there's usually a button on all of these. And in this case, it's called TV monitor. And so you could just scroll through it. Well, maybe not here. Oh, I'm sorry, take that back. There's one that's called input select. So that's what you hit here. You can select cable TV, line 1, which is the jacks in the back, or line 2, which is the jacks in the front here. So you've got your monitor on, and you've got your unit here, is already on. I've already turned it on. This is, if you're just copying VHS tapes, this is about as easy as it gets, and that's what this unit I think really was designed to do. So we're going to start copying a VHS tape, and I've got one right here. I've chosen this particular tape here because it is it's longer than 2 hours. which means we're going to have to stop in the middle of the tape and change out a DVD so you can see how that works. So that's pretty much straightforward what I'm going to do here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this DVD in, this VHS tape, put it in. And it'll start it. You can kind of see the particular tape here. So it's very helpful to know how long your tape is. I know this is going to last more than 3 hours, so I'm going to have to stop somewhere in the middle where it makes sense. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop this tape right here. I'm going to fast forward to find out how far we are into this tape, and then kind of figure about where we want to stop it. So I'm going to pause the video right now for this. Okay, so I just fast forward to this tape to find out how long it is, and it's 2 hours and 23 minutes total. The reason why that's important is because the DVDs that you buy that you'll record on has a limit of 2 hours, so you want to make sure you cut it up a little bit. In this case, I'm probably going to stop it at the hour 45 mark, and then put the other DVD in and record the remaining footage on it. So anyway, so here we go. So we're going to take your tape. You know how long it is. It started. It's completely rewound, and so we're going to put it into the Toshiba player and let it set there. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to load a blank DVD in here. Now let's just stop this and rewind this here. It started to play automatically, so I stopped it and I'm rewinding it here. So let's put a blank DVD in here. Little tray comes out. I get a blank DVD, and I put it in the tray and I close the tray. And now it's going to take a moment to load. You'll see it says loading. There's a little toggle switch called select here. You can toggle between DVD and VCR. If you're pushing a button and you get a little red circle with a line through it, that means the machine's doing something. And you can usually tell if you toggle back over to VCR and find out, DVD, you can see what's going on there. So now it's loaded and you're ready to go. Now, Toshiba's made this very, very simple here. And so all you're going to do now is you're going to need your remote control for this unit. And there's only one button you really need to hit here, and it'll start recording. It's very, very simple. It's the button right there that says dubbing. That one's the second one from the bottom, if you can see that. It says, I don't know if you can see that very well, if that's focused at all, but it says dubbing. So what I'm going to do here is just press it, and it'll begin recording. You'll begin the VCR tape, and it'll begin recording on the DVD player immediately, whatever it finds here on the tape. So it appears that this is a fairly old copy, and the quality is not very good, hence the reason why we're doing this. We don't want to lose it. So here we go. I'm going to press dubbing now, and you'll see it come up on the screen here. So, now here we go. And then you can see the readout here. This tells you how far we're into it. Here we're into 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. So at the hour and 45 minute mark, I'm going to come and stop this and then show you how to put another one in and continue recording. It's fairly straightforward, fairly easy. You can turn up the volume if you want to listen to it while you're recording. It's not necessary. I turned it down because we got other things going on in the house, so we'll just leave it like that, and it'll record. So all you need to do now is just set your watch and walk away, and then come back and finish your recording. So I'm going to put it on pause, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, now we've gotten to the portion where we're going to have to split the video up into two parts. So at this point, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push the stop button. You can either use the stop button that's on the remote control right there, or you can press this little button here. It's got the square next to it. And what it will do is it'll stop the video. It will also stop the DVD, and then I'll show you kind of what happens next here. So I'm going to take this moment here to stop right here. It's a video. Now if you can see here, it says writing to disk, and right now what it's doing is it's taking everything that we've recorded up to this point, and it is now writing it to the disk. When this is finished, like right now, as it's about finished, you're not quite done yet. There's one step, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it here in the manual, but it's probably somewhere in there. I was able to find it on YouTube. This next step is critical, and so you're going to make sure that you do this step. This step actually burns it to and finalizes it on the DVD. So now that it's finished writing, we need to go and finalize the DVD. So this part 1. So what you want to do is you want to take the remote control, and there is a button right there called Setup. So you want to press that. You want to press that button, Setup, and it'll bring you to the setup instructions. What you want to do is get to where it says DVD menu there on the bottom. So I'm going to use the little buttons here and get us to the DVD menu, and then I'm going to push enter to select it, and then I'll get another menu that says finalize, and this is what you want to do. You want to finalize the DVD. So you press enter once again, and then it's going to ask one more time here, do you really want to finalize it? And the answer is yes. So once again, you use the up arrow here and then press enter to select. That's the most critical step here in this whole process. If you don't do that, you're not going to get the video on the DVD. So right now, this process can take a little bit. It can take a few minutes, so you're going to have to be patient here. But right now, you can kind of see it's going through its little gyrations right down here. That means it's burning to the DVD. And as soon as it's finished, you'll see it right now. It's at 18%. But as soon as it's finished, you'll receive a screen, a titling screen, and there's ways to put titles in there. I didn't title any of mine. I just wrote on the blank DVDs with a Sharpie exactly what it is that we have. So you can do what you want with it, but I like to keep things simple. So right now it's finalizing to the DVD. Once it's finished, like I said, you'll get that screen, and you'll see it here in just a moment. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that DVD out and set it aside, and then I'm going to mark it up with a Sharpie as to what it is. And then I'm going to put another blank DVD in to get the rest of the video. So since this video is longer than 2 hours, in fact it's 2 hours and 23 minutes total, I have to break it up into two. And the reason being, of course, as I said earlier in the video, is that these DVDs, these blank DVDs, can only hold up to 2 hours. So I'm breaking it up into 1 hour and 45 minutes and then the remaining part. So here we are. We're coming to the finalizing portion of it. You're going to get a screen here shortly that says title menu. That means you're done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to eject the DVD, the one that we just burned. I'm going to eject it out of the carrier here. And I'm going to pull it out. Now if you kind of see here, you can kind of see it's burned all the way here. Almost the entire DVD is burned. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to put another DVD in here to get the rest of the video. So here it goes. I'm putting another DVD in. I'm pressing load, or pressing close rather. And it's going to take a moment to load. You see it says loading. You can't do anything at this point. If you try to press any buttons at this point, you'll get that red circle with a line through it saying basically wait. And so now it's loading. Once it's finished loading, I'm going to push that dubbing button again, that button right here. You see it says right there, dubbing, on here on the remote control. And then I'm just going to let it finish, and then we'll be done. So it looks like it's loaded okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and press the dubbing button. And set aside the remote control here and let it finish. So that's basically it. That's the critical piece here. If you follow those easy steps, you'll be able to take all your precious treasures off of VCR and put it on a DVD, and you'll have it forever. And if you want to, from there, you can rip the DVD onto your computer and use it for other purposes. So anyway, there you have it. Good luck.